2018 comes to a close, it's important to look back and talk about quickly the changes in U.S. immigration that took place under President Trump's administration. Kasama po natin ulit ang ating immigration expert na si Attorney Flomy Diza ng Reeves Immigration Law Group. Welcome back to the studio, Attorney.
Thank you, Ginger. It's my pleasure to be here.
Importante to, Attorney, no, because immigration really dominated headlines in 2018. So it's important to ask, what are some of the notable changes? What's the status of some of those changes to immigration?
That's true. Ang maganda dyan, Ginger, is that yung deferred action for childhood arrivals, ito yung mga protecting the undocumented young people who came here before they were just 16 years old. And this was during President Obama's time. It helped almost 1 million undocumented or out of status nating mga young immigrants. President Trump terminated this in September of 2017. And as we all know, marami mga immigration advocates who went to federal court and questions the constitutionality. Ang maganda nito, nung November, the Ninth Circuit Court of Appeals declared that the President Trump's terminating DACA is unconstitutional.
Okay, malaking development yon, Attorney, because I'm sure may mga kababayan tayo who are DACA recipients. Ano pong dapat nila gawin ngayong patapos ng 2018?
Yes, they should continue extending their DACA because that's still open. And we don't know when the Supreme Court decides this case. And as President Trump's administration said, they're going to the U.S. Supreme Court.
Okay, so you heard that here. You have to renew your DACA status if you are under that umbrella. Ano po ang ibang changes sa immigration?
Maraming USCIS policy memo, kagaya nito yung request for evidence at notice of intent to deny. Now, the USCIS, once they accept your application either for a green card or naturalization and kulang yung sinabit documents or yung filing fees or mali yung pag-fill out mo ng forms, they can automatically deny the case. So that's a big thing din ng changes ng immigration policies. Now,
natandaan ko na pag-usapan natin yon, in-expand nila yung the things that can happen, the reasons for denial.
Correct. And also the expansion ng notice to appear. Right? Before President Trump, ang mga enforcement priorities binabanggit natin are only people who have criminal conviction. Right? Or yung mga prior removal order or those committed fraud. But now, in 2018, essentially, most people are subject to deportation or notice to appear, people who are undocumented, who are out of status. So that increase yung enforcement and rise ng deportation. So
yun. Kaya may nakikita tayong mga arrests, a number of arrests have also gone up when it comes
that's
to
correct.
undocumented.
Mass deportation have gone up, really increased. Tumas ng husto.
Tumas na talaga ng husto. Okay, isa rin sa headlines talaga yung travel ban, that executive order. Well, let's quickly go through a couple more big headlines, immigration headlines.
Yes, yung travel ban, good thing is sa mga ka-nation natin hindi kasama, Muslim-dominated countries. There were 3 executive orders kasi yung dalawa declared unconstitutional. Recently, the U.S. Supreme Court said yung pangatlo is already considered constitutional. Now, yung isa pang changes nito is yung ban ng mga asylum applicants who come here illegally.
Okay.
Right? Who cross the border illegally. So, isang malaking ano rin yan that leads to yung mga caravan and people crossing the border. Dahil alam natin that if they come here illegally, magkakaroon ng zero tolerance policy. So they separate the families from the children. Okay,
well, quickly, Attorney, we need to make sure that we get your advice out para sa ating mga ka-nation who might be affected by some of these changes.
Yes, during the past years, including this year, maraming mga changes. At sa mga ka-nation natin, marami pa naman mga immigration benefits that definitely help them. So it's a good idea to sit down with an immigration attorney and discuss kasi marami pang mga proposal. Hindi natin alam kung ma-implement yan, kagaya ng restricting legal migration. So hindi natin alam kung kailan yan ipapas.
Okay, so yung personal message mo, Attorney, sa ating mga manunood?
From my family to yours, maligayang Pasko po sa inyong lahat at maligayang bagong taon.
Thank you, Attorney. We'll be seeing much more of you in 2019.
Thank you, Ginger.